Hi guys, got a backpack review for you today. Thank you so much to the guys at STM Bags for hosting and sending me this sample. If they hadn't, I wouldn't have this to show you, and plus I would not have ever heard of the company. STM Bags is actually based out of Sydney, Australia. We're actually a suburb called Bondi Beach, which is gorgeous, by the way. If you're ever in Australia, I highly recommend you check it out. It's absolutely amazing. Before I get to the actual bag itself, let me talk a little bit about the company. They started in 1998, and their design philosophy is you can carry your laptop without having to look like everybody else on the commute home or to work. A lot of their bags don't look like a traditional laptop bag, and you'll see, particularly in this example, how it fits that philosophy. Another thing that really impressed me about the company is the fact that they're pretty socially responsible. When I got this out of the package, this little plastic bag that's holding it right here, you can't read the writing, but basically this says that this plastic bag is biodegradable and will break down in 12 months. Little things like that, like their green policy, really impressed me. It shows that the company isn't just about making money, it's actually more about a design philosophy and about a lifestyle. And also, right now, if you go on their website, you'll notice that they're trying to raise money in order to help flood victims in Pakistan, so that's pretty cool. But onto the bag itself. This is the Convoy, and listed under STM's website, this is a medium-sized bag, which means this will be able to hold laptops 15 inches and smaller. Going on to the suspension system here, starting with the shoulder straps. One thing I really like is the shoulder straps. They are padded, so they are soft and comfortable, but they're not too thick. A lot of backpack companies get it wrong. They make these huge, thick shoulder straps for backpacks. I don't think you need that. As long as it's well cut and well contoured towards the cut of your shoulder, it's perfectly fine. This is just the right amount of padding, and I really like how they shaped it. You notice here that there is also an adjustable sternum strap. And thanks to this adjustable section right here, it's actually a little bit elastic, so you have a little bit of give. And it uses this tubular design, which newer backpacks are using these days in order to adjust up and down. On the right shoulder strap, you'll notice that there is an elastic pouch for sticking in a small cell phone, like if you have a candy bar style older phone, or if you want to stick a GPS, this is perfect as well. One feature that I really like that I'm seeing less and less of in backpacks these days is it has a tuckable waist belt. Now, for most commuter bags, if you're using this for a day bag, a school bag, or a bag for work, you're not really going to use the waist belt that often, just because you're not going to be carrying anything heavy enough in order to necessitate using it. And the thing about that is, you'll just have this waist belt on most bags, and it'll be clasped and it'll be just hanging around. And that's just another strap that gets caught or just gets dirty or just gets in your way and just bangs up against you. Now, you have the option that if this bag is loaded up full, you can use the waist belt, cinch it up around the top of your pelvis, and put more of the weight into your hips and less on your shoulders so that you feel less fatigue. But when you have a lightweight, the great thing about this is you notice that there is this back opening right here that the waist straps can go into. So what I would do is, when this isn't in use, just stick it in, and you can't see it, maybe you can hear it, but I'm going to cinch it up and click it in there, and then just stuff the straps inside, and it's out of the way, and that gives you this nice clean line. No dangling straps. It's this nice clean profile, and it's really out of the way until you need it. That's great. Looking at the back panel here, it's nice and well padded and spongy, and you have this nice little channel right here to give you a little bit of circulation when it gets hot when you're carrying the bag. Flipping over to the other side, it's got this nice haul loop, which is reinforced and it's padded so that when you're grabbing it, it's not going to wear on you. Some backpacks, what they'll use a single nylon strap, and when you're carrying a heavy load, that cuts into your hand and makes it uncomfortable. But with this, it's pretty easy and comfortable to grab it up. Looking on the left side of the bag, you'll notice that there are pouches here on the left side and on the right side in the same size. So as you can see right here, I can stick my whole hand here inside, so you can stick smaller items. And before I forget, let me talk about the snapping system. This uses snaps in order to secure itself. Now, with a lot of bags, what will happen is you'll have the button right here and the other side, the other button to snap into it. And if you have some irregular or a soft object in here, you'll be hunting for like a long time trying to find that little button in order to push it. Ladies with purses will understand what I'm talking about. One thing that they did here was they put the button onto this nylon loop, so you can stick your finger underneath, and it makes it easier for you to grab the other side and secure it. And I really like this little feature right here. I mean, as you look at more and more at this bag, you can tell that whoever designed this knew what they were doing, and they put a lot of thought into this. Going to the bottom section, you have a double snap closure flap, which holds this generous bottom pocket. It's pretty sizable. I would say it's big enough to stick in a half-size Nalgene bottle. Not a full size, but quite a bit of room. And then on the top, double closure as well, but this one covers 2 smaller pockets, and these are fleece lined, and these are big enough for you to stick in delicate electronic items. Like this is more than enough room to stick in, say, an iPhone or an iTouch. Before I get into the interior of the bag, let me just describe some of the construction. The exterior of the bag is composed of 14-ounce water-resistant canvas, and the inner lining is made out of 210D water-resistant nylon. So the bag itself is just made out of a water-resistant material to protect the laptop that you're putting in. Opening up this middle pocket, you'll see that they put the pockets on the bag side. I really like that. Cheaper backpacks will put pockets on the flap side to try to impress you, but the thing is, when you have this bag open and you open up the flap, see how it turns upside down, and whatever's in the pocket is going to spill out. By putting it on the bag side, you have more likely that to have your stuff stay in one piece just because it's upright. Starting right here, you'll notice that there is an attachment with a key ring, so you can stick keys or maybe a keychain flashlight. And the neat thing about this is if I push this button, it's quick release. So you can pull off, use your little keychain flashlight, then when you're done, just reattach it in, and you're fine. You have a zipper compartment right here. Fairly sizable. You can stick pencils and pens or whatever materials in here, small paper items. And then you have some smaller pockets for sticking in pens and cards and such. And I just happen to have some written material with some of their other products right here. And this goes down almost the entire length or height of the bag, so you can put some pretty sizable objects in here. In fact, this is more than enough room to stick an iPad in. Although I would probably use the inner pockets just because it's a little bit more cushioning. Opening up the main compartment. Now this is unusual. I haven't seen this kind of style of holding before, but you have the main compartment, which is padded because of the back paneling. And then for the laptop, you're wondering, usually what happens is the laptop sleeve is right here as a pouch, but the cool thing is the laptop sleeve is actually in the middle of the bag, so you have the cushioning on this side, and then you have whatever items here cushioning on the other side as well. And what happens is, as I pull on this Velcro section, you'll notice you have this nice sizable compartment with elastic stretches, so that's easy to stretch this open in order to fit your laptop in. It's fleece lined on either side, so it's soft, so you don't even need a laptop pouch in order to protect it. This will protect your laptop from getting scratched. You can just slide it on in, then close this closure. You got Velcro here, and for something that's going to be open and closing a lot, I would have liked to have seen a zipper here instead, but as it is, I think this is just fine. Just for the fact that it feels so protective. It's just got some nice padding on either side. And then one feature that I almost forgot about, and the only reason I remembered it was because it's written here on the details tag, is if you look here at the bottom, looks like a normal bottom of the backpack, right? But you'll see this little loop right here. If I pull on this, it has an integrated rain cover. So not only is the material of the bag itself water resistant, but if it gets really pouring outside, you can pull out this rain cover. I'll just stretch it out. And this bag is totally protected, which is great. And then you saw how it was hidden before. When this isn't in use, just unfold it and stick it underneath the bottom. So all in all, this is an awesome product. When I was looking at this, it didn't look like a laptop bag. I thought they might have sent me the wrong bag just because it looked like one of the older military backpacks, just because it was kind of that OD military green and it had a bunch of pouches on the outside, and I thought they were just sending me like a camping bag. But for all the different features that they had, the construction, the materials, and this little integrated rain cover, I was just really impressed. So that's my review of the STM Convoy. If you guys are looking for something a little bit different with a little bit more of a cool military style, you might want to give this a shot. put the link for their contact information and the link to their website, and give the guys a shot. They're really nice, and I like their customer service, and if you have any questions, just give them a call. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.